Hello guys, welcome back to Godroll Games. My name is Jay, and today we're going to talk about something I think we've all experienced when we're playing MMOs or games of any genre, and that is burnout, what causes it, and I'm going to give you some tips of how to keep your Lost Ark gaming feeling fresh. Before we get stuck into the video, guys, do follow us on Twitter and join the Discord, and do subscribe to the channel if you find this useful. Let us know below what you do to deal with burnout. We've all been there. We've been playing for hours and hours, grinding to achieve that end game gear, that next eye level, catch the Makoko seeds, no matter what it is. We've all been there. We've felt the slog. Some days it can be a pain to log on. And I'm going to give you some tips that I've got of how I deal with it. Have I experienced it? Of course I have. And how I've overcame it. So let's get stuck in. Okay guys, so the first thing I want to talk about is your ults. Now it's no secret or surprise that especially when you hit the end game, ults are going to be the key to success, but they can also cause burnout. So I want to dig into a few things around those and how we can make it enjoyable and get the most out of them without suffering burnout. We've all been there. I love my ults. They definitely help keep the game more free to play for me, stop me swiping my life away, but sometimes they can be a real chore. Now, I've had periods in time where I'm systematically logging into every alt. I'm doing the Guardian raids, I'm doing the Chaos Dungeons, I'm doing the Una dailies, and look, let's all be honest, sometimes it is a huge grind. So what I'm going to recommend, guys, is don't forget, use those rest bonuses. So maybe give them a couple of days off, wait until they've got two slabs of the rest bonus, then do the Guardian raids, then do the Chaos Dungeons. Yeah, you're only getting 75% on top of what you would have got for doing those in the day, but for the 25% you're losing, it's definitely worth it because you don't want to get burnt out here. And look, we've all been there. When I'm working multiple alts, I can sit down and just by doing Chaos Dungeons, Guardian raids, and the kind of what we class as staple daily stuff, you can lose 2 or 3 hours. And look, there's not many of us who can regularly put that in every evening just doing the daily rotations across. So use those resets, use those rest bonuses, and really get the most out of them without having to put huge hours in. If we're lucky, the RNG gods will save us, and with a couple of lucky hones, we'll save the deficit of what we lost without having to fully go through the process every day on every alt. The other tip around alts that I'd give you guys, and I think this is hugely important, is make sure you gear them up. So I've had a huge love-hate relationship with my Deadeye. I love this now, but for a while I hated playing it. It just wasn't fun for me. And then I kind of started to develop a feeling that way, especially as they got to tier 3, which all my alts are currently. Of really just not enjoying any of my alts. And what I found was, I'm obviously running around with my Berserker main, who's nearly at 1445, hitting things, demolishing things, got the build down, the class down, and then I was switching to my alts, and it was just such a underwhelming feeling. So what I would advise is you don't have to go for like the 4x3 engravings and the max this and the max that, but at least do a basic build, get them a good stone, get them some good engravings, and at least build the class out so it's playing like it's meant to, and it will make the experience way more enjoyable. Guys, the next thing is just mix up what you're doing. So we are blessed with Lost Ark. It's a game full of content, whether it's going to be doing Island Souls or Makoko Seeds, progressing the story, pushing for those end game raids with the guild. There is an absolute ton of stuff, and I can guarantee, unless you guys are plugged in 24/7, there are some stuff that day in, day out, or week in, week out, you are absolutely missing. And one of the best things if I'm feeling fatigued is to just flip it on its head. A couple of days is not going to kill me in the scope of things, and just change up what I'm doing. I was having a real hard time at one point trying to push all my alts to tier 3, trying to grow my main. I was focused, just hitting it. And do you know what? It really fatigued me after a while. And what I ended up doing was stepping back for a weekend, whacking Netflix on the second monitor, and you know what? Just running around and grabbing 500 Makoko seeds, checking out some of the stories for the Island Souls, and some of which are fantastic, by the way, and just doing some of the more horizontal content made it a world different. And then when I went back to growing my main character, I was revitalized and re-energized and hungry for it. So do explore and switch up all the different types of content this game's going to happen. The game isn't going away tomorrow. This is a long-term investment for us all, so really soak in everything it's got, and you don't need to max out part A or part B of the game today, tomorrow, or next week. We've got all the time in the world, so just enjoy the content and experience everything that it's bringing to you, and that will definitely help keep the game fresh. Guys, if you're enjoying this video, and I hope you are, do let us know the ways you cope with burnout down below. And more importantly, guys, if there's been some worse in this, hit the like button and maybe give us a subscribe. There's a ton of content coming, and I really want you guys along for the journey with us. Also, check out our Discord and the Twitter page, because we want to start building a community and we want you guys to be a part of it from the ground up. So do check those links out, and let's carry on with how I deal with burnout in Lost Ark. We've all been there, slogging away, sat at the computer waiting for the next event on the calendar to hit, grinding away. And do you know what? Sometimes, and I've done it, you need to just stop. A couple of weeks into the game, I was pushing for level 50, and it was becoming a real chore for me, just grinding, trying to get to that end game. And do you know what? I was like, I've got to admit it, is Lost Ark for me. And then do you know what I did? I took 4 days away, and I really kind of had some downtime, took part in some of my other hobbies. I enjoyed miniatures and tabletop games. And then I found after day 3, day 4, I was hungry to log back on. But I made myself stay off for a couple of days. And what that really did is make me realize how much I enjoyed the game. And just sometimes we need a refresh and a reset. And I think that's really important to keep the passion alive in the games we play. Not just Lost Ark, but any game. There's a ton of games out there right now. So if you need a break, do just slow down. And if you guys play the games alongside Lost Ark, I'd love to know what they are. May even potentially cover them on the channel. Stick them in the comments below. Very important point to remember, guys, we're playing an MMO here, and those are meant to be played with friends. So I would recommend, if you're suffering burnout, maybe see if you can get a couple of your pals to jump on. Or the biggest tip I've got around this is find an active guild and get involved. I'm blessed enough to be part of a hugely amazing active community and guild, the Bleeding Guild over on the Antares server. Not only are they dominating, but they're a great group of people. Whether it's helping the lower eye level guys through some content, or us all jumping on together and getting certain things done, or the Discord going off 24/7, it definitely keeps me hungry for the game, keeps me enjoying talking about the game, and really makes me want to log on and put some hours in. So if you're not, make sure you shop around, get on the Lost Ark forums, find an active guild that suits your eye level, and 100% if you're not, it's going to be one of the smartest things you do to really keep your passion about this game alive. There you go, guys, super quick video there. I wanted to discuss all the ways I deal with burnout, but ultimately, guys, this is your game, play it your way, mix it up, enjoy the content, and if you need to stop, stop, don't feel bad about it. We play games as an escape from real life, and because we love getting immersed in a different world. So you do whatever you need to do to keep this enjoyable. We love Lost Ark, and it's here to stay. I think it's our main game. If you're watching this video, you probably feel the same. I'd love to know how you guys deal with burnout. Stick it in the comments below. We've got lots more Lost Ark content coming, so do subscribe to the channel. Check us out on Twitter, join the Discord, and I can't wait to see you in the next.